I went to ask Europeans what they thought of Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and whether or not they would actually holiday in the USA.
I think that a president like Donald Trump shouldn't be elected. I don't appreciate him as a person, and not even his values. Especially now about the tariffs, I think in a globalized world as we are, we shouldn't put barriers between countries. And about Elon Musk, I think that he shouldn't be using his power in a political environment. I appreciate his smartness as a person because he could help so much the human race. So he should just put himself into research and not politics.
I clearly I'm not okay with what he says, but I don't have a politic view on it.
And I'm a huge fan. Initially I fell for the fake news about Trump, and I didn't. I wasn't supporting Trump. For the election. But looking back, he was definitely the right call, and he's doing a great job for America. I think these tariffs. It's America trying to protect itself, which it does need to do. But I think the world needs unity now, and we need a handshake between Zelensky and Putin, and putting that behind us. We need. It's a time. The world has to move beyond war. It has to move beyond divisionism, and come together united.
We don't like that.
What do you think of Donald Trump as a person?
As a person, I don't have no respect, but I don't esteem him as a person, especially after what we heard about his accusation with women. He's just not my kind of person.
He said the European Union was created to block America. Donald Trump said that this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
I think Donald Trump is full of hate. He is not taking some subjects seriously. So I think it's not a good people.
And we've seen recently that he have done a lot of things maybe against some constitutional laws in America, and I think
bad.
it's gonna create some problems in America. And Elon Musk have real foot in the government, so it can also give some problem to America.
So my opinion for Elon Musk and Trump, I'm very afraid for the world. I think he's a crazy man.
And hey, that scares me for the future.
She's just afraid for the future.
Thinking about the economy and for business, maybe they do some good things, but for the human rights, it's not but they're thinking about it, and some things they say it's a little bit crazy. You think about it? Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
Trump seems really unstable and seems to be taking decision. I don't know, in French we would say he makes a decision as if he had an urge to pee. It's like he wants to pee, he takes it to the decision. It's like without thinking about it. And Elon has a lot of ambition, and his ambition seems to be really personal. And I'm not sure he's thinking about the world. And we know that Donald Trump isn't probably a good president.
He did just put 10% tariffs on Europe and crash the global economy. Those aren't generally good things.
Free trade should prevail. Tariffs are necessary in some industries to protect jobs, and so there's I can see the need for that. But I think Trump and Musk are doing a great job together. I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk.
If they were in front of you now for 10 seconds, what would you say to them?
Please start thinking about the world and not about it yourself.
Yes.
S'il était devant toi et que tu avais 10 secondes d'échange possible avec lui, qu'est-ce que tu lui dirais?
Arrête et pense aux autres.
Voilà. She would say stop and think about the rest of the world.
I hope to see more unity in the world and less, we have to put war behind us. I mean, it's 2025, and we're still having bombs flying. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's a time for unity. And I think that if we're gonna look, you know, we have to think about what civilization we want to leave to our kids. And Elon wants to go to Mars. We can't go to Mars when we haven't yet figured out how to live on Earth. You know, so we have to solve problems here first, so that we don't carry those same problems to another planet.
Next, I wanted to know whether or not they would holiday in the United States. Recent news stories said there'd been a sharp decline in Europeans going to the US. Brits crossing the Atlantic had dropped by 14.3%. The decline was so concerning that even British Airways had slashed prices to get people across the pond. Would you visit the United States right now?
No.
No.
Definitely
No.
not.
No.
How come?
And a shame.
Parce que c'était my dream. Et non, j'ai trop peur. Et puis ça m'a dégoûtée en fait.
Okay. 3 things. No, because she's scared. It was her dream. Okay, she dreamed of traveling to the States. And no, because she's scared, actually. She's really definitely scared. My opinion, I'm not really keen in visiting the States since a long time. Though I know there are beautiful things to visit, I think there are beautiful people to meet as well. I'm more kind of a people guy. But right now, seeing what is happening in the States, how things are managed over there, and the rules that he's establishing for the world, it's just against Trump that I won't go to the States.
Okay. The next thing is then, would you visit the United States at the moment?
No, not right now.
And why is that?
Because I know Donald Trump did some things. There are some rumors of what he said or what he did, and I'm not okay with it. So I'm clearly not going to US right now.
I have family there, so I would still go because like I want to visit them. But it's just gonna be like something I would think twice for before I go.
Were you aware that ICE, the American Border Security, are now checking phones, laptops, social media?
I did not know that.
So this is coming up more and more. Weirdly enough, I met someone from Belgium yesterday who said his son had that very experience. So does that change your mind at all?
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Yeah, like that they'll be checking like my personal stuff. Like, yeah, so I don't think, yeah, that kind of changes my mind a little bit.
Criticism, constructive criticism, should always be welcome. It should never be rejected. It should never be the basis for rejecting someone. You know, hate speech is a different story. You know, it's but constructive criticism and offering different opinions and objectives and viewpoints should be welcome because it makes us stronger. You know, when we're able to see what other people think and see, okay, do I really have a valid reason for thinking that way? But it shouldn't be a basis for rejecting people in immigration. I don't think so.
Would you travel to the US now?
I would just to visit my friends because I lived there for 3 years, but I don't feel like the US is my kind of country where I would live right now.
Are you aware that they're now checking people's telephones, social media, laptops?
Yes, I wouldn't feel safe, honestly, especially because now Elon Musk is in politics, so he has so much power about this like environment, and I don't know how they use it, and I wouldn't feel safe as an international, especially in a country like US.
Would you like to go on holiday in America right now?
No.
Would you visit the United States now?
No, not at this moment. Because we not agree about the mindset of the politician. But it's not a politician, Donald Trump. I think he is seeking too much about money.
Yeah, he has
a problem.
A businessman vision of the government,
the world,
the regency of the country.
Would you visit the United States at the moment?
No. No, I don't want to go to the United States since there is Trump. Maybe in several years, but I think there are too many problems about this country. I don't say that our country is better, no, but I think there is too much problems like the arm use It's too scary. I don't want to risk my life to go to this country.
Maybe I would visit, but like a short time, because yes, I don't feel secure in the United States.
And finally, I wanted to know if they had a message for the American people. Do you have a message for the American people?
To do like French people, to revolution, to say no to something, but en vrai, je sais pas trop ce qu'ils pourraient faire.
Courage, hein.
Courage, ouais.
Courage.
Courage.
To have some courage.
I don't understand their choice in their choice of president.
Yes, I would say make better choice about your presidents.
Do you have a message for the American people?
A message. Don't vote Donald Trump, she said.
Do you have a message to the American people?
Well, be careful on who you vote. No, and just try to see and think with your own mind.
Maybe be open and be mindful and be fair.
Do you have a message to the American people?
Please wake up and vote Democrats.
Wake up and good luck.
Would be your message to the American people?
Be careful.
What do you think of what the Europeans had to say? Do you have an opinion of your own about whether or not you go on holiday there? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Once again, thank you to all my Patreon and YouTube subscribers. You keep this channel going and growing. If you'd like to help out with the channel, hit that link and subscribe button. Once again, thanks for listening. Bye for now. Well done for getting all the way to the end. Now you can tell me which one of these front covers you prefer. Book coming soon, not soon enough.